everyone. You might be wondering, what on earth happened with that intro? Well, here's the plot twist. This might be the Small Simmers channel, but we're gonna call me the Tall Simmer. I'm her big sister, and I pay for all the Sims packs, so I have a right to be here. The new pack Royalty and Legacy just came out, and one thing that's different between my sister Small and me is when a new pack comes out, I have to immediately create a brand new family and get into the world and like really play in that world. Whereas for my sister, she loves her Legacy families.
Wow!
And she will wait until she has like the right kind of sim to move into that world. So that's one bit of a difference, and I thought I could definitely jump in and make a let's play with the new pack. So anyway, I've started creating my sims. This is Anahi. She is a sim that I made yesterday using the items from the new cast stuff from the pack. I feel like I hit gold. I always randomize my sims names, and I just feel like this is the vibe. Anahi Earl. So as I say, I did make these sims yesterday. So I have Anahi, and then I have her daughter who is named Neveah. And my vibe for these guys is I want them to be kind of a middle of the road family in the new world. They're gonna live in a modest apartment, and they're gonna have some drama. Anahi is the mother. She wants a successful lineage. That is her aspiration, and her traits are materialistic, perfectionist, and proper. Anahi then has a teenage daughter. This is Neveah. She is stunned, but Neveah is the polar opposite of her mother. She's disruptive and nosy, and her trait is actually a trait that came with the new pack, and it is social puppeteer. I have no idea what this consists of. As I say, the pack literally just came out like 2 days ago, so I'm really excited to complete this aspiration and see what is in here. What I'm going to do first is show you all of the cast items that came with the new pack, because I feel like we got so much. I apologize, I don't have a male sim to show you. I'll maybe randomly generate one so we can look at all the stuff that came with the male sim. So what I'm going to do, because I have already had a look at all of this, is just filter in packs for Royalty and Legacy. I feel like we got a lot, so I've kind of already decided on Anahi's hair, but I'm going to show all of the new hairstyles that we got. This is gorgeous. I love it. We have this, which I do believe you are supposed to wear a crown with. I will show all of the crowns as well. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. We have this one. This you definitely need a crown for. This bedazzled, love to see it. This one is one of my personal favorites. I really like this hair, and we're still going. We have this really gorgeous little slick back bun. We have this, which I nearly used for Anahi. I think it's like really classy and really simple, but I ended up going for the other hair. This, which is the hair I chose for Neveah. We have this, and then the last one, which is the hair that I chose. We also got a load of crowns, so let me go back to one of the hairstyles where you might need a crown. So if I go to headwear and filter for Royalty and Legacy, there's so much, as you can see. I'll go through absolutely everything so you can get a bit of a feel for it. We have this, which comes in loads of different colors, which I love. We have this crown, which honestly, kind of dramatic, love it. We have this, which is adorable from the side and back, but from the front, ignoring the back, it's kind of giving Lord Voldemort. We have this, which I honestly love. There's so much to go through here, so I'm gonna kind of fly through it all, and then at least if you're thinking about buying the pack, you can get a real feel for everything you're gonna get. Oh, love. And then we have this, and then you have 2 more crowns that you have to be at the noble career level 4, which is actually really interesting to me because I didn't even know that we were getting a new career. And we do have a lot of stuff to go through in the clothing as well, so I'm going to really quickly go through that. Okay, so the outfit that I currently have Anahi in is actually all from the pack. This is a public service announcement coming to you straight from the Tall Simmer, live in the editor's suite. I am a big fat dum-dum. I forgot that I pre-ordered Royalty and Legacy, and I got 2 extra bundle kits included as part of that pre-order. So I'm just going to sit here throughout this video and keep telling you that you get all of this in Royalty and Legacy, which is a blatant lie. I have also got the Time Solarium kit, oh my gosh, and the Silver Screen Style kit. Not everything is from Royalty and Legacy. Please look at the icon, because I might be lying. I have filtered it for Royalty and Legacy, and you can see like this is just in the full body, and like I'm overwhelmed. There are so many, although it is pulling in literally everything. So there's like pajamas and swimsuits and stuff here, but I'm gonna really quickly go through. This is really cute. I feel like if you have teens and you're thinking of like a makeshift school uniform, this is a really cute one. This I think is potentially my favorite cast item that has ever been created. Like I love this. I think every single swatch is stunning, and especially the plain black, it just is giving classy, and I really love it. We have our, what I'm assuming is our pirate pirate uniform because I do know one of the towns is centered around pirates. We have this, which is so cute. This, which is maybe a little more understated, maybe more the vibe of Anahi. She's just trying to get up in the world. A little bit more pirate. Again, a little bit understated, gorgeous. This, which is really cute. We have so many dresses, and then we get into a bit of the more formal wear. I am honestly in love with a lot of these. I'm watching Bridgerton right now, so that really lines up. I really like it. I think this swatch of it is my favorite, and it really suits Anahi and like her hair. Just really quickly, gonna go through the rest. We do have a lot. What I've noticed is we have like some of the same dresses, but the swatches are different, which is cool, I suppose. Giving Bridgerton kind of again, another formal dress. We do then have a couple of swimsuits. So we have this one, which comes in quite a few swatches as well, and we have this swimsuit, which I really like. I think it's really nice. I'll show a couple of the swatches of it too. We do have some undergarments, and then in terms of pajamas, this actually comes up in pajamas, which I love. I honestly thought it was just a normal dress, and these, which are really cute. I really like the lighter color swatches of these. We then also, and I'm gonna fire through these because I could spend the whole video talking about all of the stuff that we got in the Royalty and Legacy pack. We have so many cool tops. I'm gonna click through all of them so you can get a bit of a feel. I'm not really understanding why we couldn't just have all of the swatches under one. I get that it might have came down quite far, but I don't know. This, which is what I used on Neveah. This is also really cute, and the swatches are really fun, which I must say I am quite impressed with. I do think this is one of the best packs that we've gotten the cast items from. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit lackluster, and I do feel like they have tried to give us more with this one, which I do appreciate. I really love these trousers. I think this is my second favorite swatch, and then I love a plain black, but I think this is probably my second favorite. We have the same but a little bit shorter, and then we have quite a lot going on. We do have, which I love, seems to be a lot of like two pieces. They've really made sure that we can create like a two-piece outfit, so those are gorgeous. And I'm going to then show you the shoes and then the jewelry. So in terms of shoes, we have these sandals. These adorable little like plimsoll-y kind of shoes. They're really cute. Again, I think for like a school uniform. We have these. These are a little bit more snazzy. And then these, I feel like these are maybe one of the first really nice cast heels that we've had. In terms of accessories, we have this bracelet. We have a few more bracelets. We do have some fancy gloves and some super super Bridgerton era gloves. We do have these nice rings, if you can see there, and some tights. Now my sim is looking crazy. She is giving randomly generated sim in your town, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that outfit. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna choose my girls outfits for the rest of the categories because I haven't done that yet, and then we will get into some gameplay. So I've just finished making my girls in Cass, and what I thought I would do is before I go to their apartment, I'll give you a bit of an overview of the world that we got with the Royalty and Legacy pack, and then we will go in and decorate the apartment and see all of the new furniture items, because I actually haven't even seen any of the new furniture items, so I'm really excited. So this is the new world that we get. It's called Ondarian. It has 3 towns. So we have Vertimare. I don't know, I'm nervous if I pronounce it wrong. Fierce and untamed like its people. It's kind of more about the outsiders, and it talks about pirate ancestors. So I think this would be a really funky place to live. The main family here seems to be the Theb family, who look to have been pirates who have settled down, so that's kind of fun. Then we have Bellacord, which seems to be the fancy pants area of town. It seems like people are scared of getting in scandals here. We have a gorgeous lounge. We have some apartments. We have another lot here with the Monty family, and then we have the Cap family, which seem to be the prominent family here, which is spot on. We have the king of Ondarian. So I was right. It seems like his kids are single and not ready to mingle. Then we have the town that my sims are living in. It's called Danbell. I hope it's called Danbell. If it's called Danballet or something, give me a break. It talks about vibrant streets, communal spaces, like painting and crafting. And I thought this would be a nice place for my sims to go because they definitely do not have like wild card pirate energy, and they're not really classy right now. So I thought this is maybe a good middle ground to start. So they're living in the Brightcliff apartments. There's a little market here, which is really cute. And then we have the Durong family, who seems to be the queen. I'm kind of curious to see how this plays out. So we are living here, and let's go and see this apartment and get decorating. So we've just loaded in. they come up through this elevator. This is their neighbor's apartment, and they've got this gorgeous little walkway, and this is their apartment. I honestly really love this post box. I haven't done any decorating, so this is the apartment as it comes. I can try and give you a bit more of a view of the layout with the walls up. So when you first walk in, it looks like they've set it up to have a little dining area that walks into the kitchen, which will be getting redecorated, mark my words. We have a little living room area, which is really sweet, and then down the hallway, if I put the walls down, we've got one bathroom, 2 bedrooms, which is perfect, and a little like mini balcony area. I think what I'm going to do is a little bit of redecorating. We only have 3,000 simoleons, so I can't go too crazy. I just really, what I want to do is fix this bedroom. Yikes! This is our poor girl Neveah's bedroom, and this is not giving neveah, it's giving child. So I just want to spruce this up a little bit, see what we can do with this space for this tiny bedroom. Everything else I think I'm okay to leave as is, and we're gonna get Miss Anahi a job and hopefully get a bit more money into this place. What we can do is have a look at some of the new stuff that you get with the pack in furniture. Okay, so we have actually quite a bit. Let's have a look at what some of these look like. I'm a big fan of patterned wallpaper and busy wallpaper. This probably will be used. I think this is going as the bedroom wallpaper. However, I will have a look at some of the other swatches. This is giving more fancy pants. This I actually think is really, really sweet. I think this would look lovely out here. Maybe I'll put this out in the balcony. What do we think? Is that really cheesy? Perhaps that's really cheesy. We have some gorgeous tiles, which with a brick base is really cute. I might have to use these in the bathroom. Looks like we have 2 patterns. So we have this pattern and this pattern. I kind of wish it wasn't just blue. I'm not really a fan of blue. And we do have some brickwork, and I like that you can get it in this kind of dirty bottom and like dirty top, so that you can really play that like rundown style if that's your thing. Okay, and then in terms of floors, we have, let me go to show all, we have not very much. Okay. We have these diamond marble tiles, which is what is in the kitchen and the bathroom. We have these tiles. I'm going to look at some of the other swatches. Yeah, these are really sweet. I don't know if I see myself using them very much. And then we have the limestone brick tile, which actually, low-key, looks great in the bathroom. So I've just changed the bathroom by accident. We actually did get quite a few new doors. These seem quite nice. I do really like these. Are the doors that we currently have, just in a different swatch. This I love. I absolutely love this. This is really nice as well. I love this too. Ooh, I love. Okay, we have the doors open. This is incredible. I will be using these. I love that. And then windows, we have these, which I believe are the windows we have here. Yes, they are. These are my favorite. I love giant windows. I honestly might go and get rid of the windows that are currently in the apartment and replace them with some better windows. I don't think I would have blue. I think they would need to be brown. Ah! Oh my god, that's so cute. Stop it. That's so cute. Yeah, I think I might need to replace all of the windows. Ah, darn it. Okay, I can't replace all of the windows. I forgot this was an apartment complex. Cancel the plan. I don't want to ruin the entire building. And then in terms of the furniture, I've got insufficient funds, but you can catch the vibe of what this is. Really fancy baby bassinet. Probably use this quite a lot. I really like that. We've got some thrones, it looks like. Okay, some thrones. I don't know if I see myself using a lot of this. This is cute. I will definitely use this like lounge chair for outside. I probably will use these actually. Okay, well, I'm a liar because I definitely will. I actually really like these. Yeah, this is gonna have to go into my kitchen immediately. Yep, I love these. Why would they not have corner units? This is one thing I cannot abide. Like, is this not so much nicer? But I think it is. Okay, now that I've spent way too much money, I don't know why this is this color either. This is a really awful oven and fridge. However, I just wasted loads of money. So, okay, sorry. Back to business. We have some sweet little tables. I do love these. I use these a lot if I ever open a business or like a side hustle or whatever. I tend to use these as the tables if I have like a cafe or anything. Really cute. This I really like. This I love. I will definitely be using this. I would even consider putting this like here in the apartment for some extra storage. However, it's too big. But I love this. I will definitely be using this. I love that we've got a vanity as well. I think we need more vanities that the Sims can actually sit at and use. There is a really cool bath in there, but I can't afford it. This is the same that we have in here. We have a family tree tapestry. This is right up my sister's street. She will love this. Into some of the plants and decor, which is one of my favorite parts. Ooh, I love this. I might have to purchase this. Love, love, love. I like these sheer curtains. I think they're really nice actually. Then we have some new rugs, which look to be really cute. This little trinket box is really nice as well. I really like that. The little like spray perfume bottles, that just screams luxury to me. Rugs are one of my favorite things, so I'm just gonna really quickly, ooh, I love this. I think that will be, I'm a beige girl. Okay, I am a victim to the beige aesthetic. I love this kitchen's pots and pans. Purchased. We have a little drinks cart as well, which is really nice. I don't think we have any other little drinks carts like this. This is giving like San Myshuno apartment vibes. Okay, and that's kind of it for what I am looking at. I have not done any redecorating. I'm gonna start with a fresh canvas. I think in here we definitely need a rug. I don't think we know any teenager who is going to just have this plain old bedroom, so let's get a rug in here. Not this one. I just realized I've been pranking every single person who's watched this video. Some of this stuff is not from the pack. It is from the Tea Time Solarium pack. Okay, well, anybody who's watching, please have noticed that this is literally from a different pack. It's got a teapot. Please forgive me. I hope that I went back when I was editing and I corrected every time I lied to you about when something was from the pack. I think we will still give her a little desk area. Ugh, I think I lied. I think this is too busy for me right now. So I think we're going to go back to a plain June kind of color. Bear with me with this green. I have a bit of a vision. I don't know if it's going to come to life or not, but we shall see. Usually when I have a teenager, I will put in a bed like this because I think it just gives teenager. I don't know. I think it's just the right vibe for a teenager, although this is the biggest fail ever. Okay, let me start again. Okay, I think I want that bed. I need new walls right now. Okay, sue me. I think we just need to have plain walls. Back to business. I need a little desk that matches the vibe of this room. Perhaps plain black. Now, what we need to remember about Neveah is that she's a little shit. Like, she's here to cause problems. I don't think we can afford a computer right now, unfortunately. It would take up the majority of our money, and I just want to give this room a little bit more personality because I want the vibe to be that they've been here for, like, their whole lives. Like, Neveah grew up here. I didn't even notice this when I was going through it, and it is actually from the pack, so don't sue me. But look, you can do your own, like, paneling. That's really sweet. Oh, my goodness, more paneling. Color me impressed. Ooh, hobbies and skills. I didn't even look really what was in here. Wait. Sorry, I did not see this. A practice dummy. Can we sword fight? I didn't know we could sword fight. This is freaking incredible. Anyway, let me finish this bedroom. Holy crap. I'm gonna go to decorations and gonna try and take some stuff from in here to give this room a little bit more personality. Frig, yeah. Straight there. This I think definitely is perfect, and this we really need some more stuff in here, but I am desperately running out of money. I would love to have a little bit more going on the walls and maybe even just some curtains to make it feel a little bit more lived in. Okay, I'm going with those, and call me crazy, but I need to have a look one more time to see if I can settle on a wallpaper. Okay, I might use a swatch of this. I'm gonna have a quick look through the swatches. I do like this dark. They do also have black. I don't know if I'm going for like a black and white theme in here, but maybe I am. Even though Miss Neveah is dressed in bright blue, I think this is her teenage bedroom for now. We've literally got 179 simoleons. We are fricked. I feel like I've taken ages here, but what I might do is go for a little bit of a exploration. We're gonna go for a little bit of a walk around this new town. First of all, this is gorgeous. Can you imagine this is where you walked to go home every day? Like, this was just the building that you lived in. This is stunning. What a view from behind. This world is gorgeous. I have to give a yeah that. Obviously these are all like non-playable lots, but it does give like a good sense of community, as if there's lots going on here. So in terms of where she can go from just walking outside of her door before she has to travel anywhere, it does look like there's gonna have stuff going on here, which I do like. They do have a chess table in their apartment, but like I could delete it now. I like whenever there's stuff for your Sims to do and like for the kids to do. And then this is, I believe, the market, which is nice and really close to their house. And then down here looks whoa, down here we can enter in swordsmanship tournaments. Why do I feel like Neveah is going to be good at swordsmanship? I feel like that's really something she'd be into. Let's see how much a sword costs. Whoa, 140.
Huh?
Why does she have 579 simoleons? She can get a wooden sword. I feel like, I don't know where this money came from, but I feel like Neveah definitely will be getting that swordsmanship skill up. And then this is the back room, which I actually think is like an underground. It looks like it's like a workspace, communal space, but I think underground is like a club, which is hilarious to me. And then, oh, we do have a little beachfront that we can go to. Okay, lovely. And we have the bodacious boogie bold boat. quite the name, and it looks like we can sail around on that, which is really good. Okay, first order of business is some housekeeping. We must get our girl a job. We get the noble career. I just want to make sure there are no other new careers. There are not. I'm curious about this noble career. So there are different ways to join the noble career. They can find a high-ranked noble and request knighthood. They can research noble legacy or purchase a throne. Noble sims work from their home lot to fulfill a variety of noble duties each day. I do like this. However, I don't think it's the path for Anahi. Maybe for Neveah, if we can find her potentially a suitor that maybe is a bit more suited and she's trying to get herself into that lifestyle. But as we know, Miss Neveah's inspiration is a social puppeteer. And I think being a part of the noble career would fit in perfectly for how much she's going to want to share scandals and create scandals. So I think when it comes to Anahi, she is just going to have a pretty regular job. I think I'll have Anahi work as a teacher. She is starting from scratch, even though I said they've lived here their whole lives, but that's fine. I think I'm going to leave it here. We'll come back for some actual gameplay and get stuck into Anahi and Neveah's lives. I'm really excited to see how it goes. Alright, bye!